Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4, the Africa campaign, featuring the Modern Day 4 mod. In the last episode, we were trying to knock out all the various naval invasions that were landing in South America from the Americans, the US, and we were able to eliminate most of them, but we still have a couple that we need to knock out. So we're sending our Marines over here to deal with this one, and in fact, I'm just going to go ahead and give them a front and orders and tell them to attack as soon as they arrive. That's a bunch of guys there. I'm not exactly sure how many. We'll try and take them out. I don't think they actually have the port. No, they do. They do actually have the port. Okay. So that's a slight issue. And we are pushing across here. All of the impassable terrain out here has been causing some trouble with the front lines. Not entirely out of the question. I mean, we are in the middle of the Amazon, so there being a lot of impassable terrain out here is not exactly out of the question. Guyana joined the war, and we've moved our forces into position, and we're starting to squeeze them. And there actually is another naval invasion that has landed down here in Zimbabwe. And we need to deal with that. So I've ordered these guys to begin to attack. I don't know why they were out of position in the first place. I don't know if they got driven off their position or if they just were moving around stupidly and allowed the enemy to land. I don't know. We have another guy coming over. We'll see what happens with that. It's not like they lost any divisions. Oh, yeah, those guys are defending, right. Okay, so yeah, we're working on it. We'll have to see what we can do. We did bring the fleets out here to try and protect some of this coastline to actually see if we can get some work done with the fleet, and we'll see. If the American fleet decides to show up, we may be in trouble, but we're going to see what happens. Alright, let's go ahead and get this thing going again. Oh, before we do that, we need to reorganize these fronts. Right? Because actually there were a bunch of armies that I actually didn't have on the line. So, we need to fix that. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete everybody's orders. Except for them. They're fine. They are fine. You guys delete your orders. And you guys delete your orders. And let's see if we can't reorganize this a tad. Alright. This army, that is the largest army we have, go ahead and take up the entire front. And you're going to get an offensive line to push all the way to Panama. And go for it. Alright. The infantry, you guys all stop what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you to take up the northern half of this. Similar battle plan, just push all the way up. And execute. Armor pretty much is going to stay where they were. They're going to take up the southern force, or the southern front, and go ahead and push, like, to there, and then... Oh, that's weird. Okay, like push there. That should be fine. And go... Alright, these guys, armor. I'm going to also No, I think I'm going to put them on this northern flank as well. No, 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 no. There we are. This army... we need to readjust what they're doing. We need to remove this stuff from their garrison orders because there's no way they're going to get there, so they shouldn't even really try. We can remove that for the time being because we don't really need it at the moment. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them all to stop all movement they were involved in. Except for here. You guys move in there. You attack there. We want to cut them off from that port. You swing in there as well. These guys swing over there. But this one division isn't really going to be able to do much by itself. We need those Marines. Alright, so that ought to do it. So basically, we're going to cut these 6 divisions off, and then hope that my 4 divisions here are going to be sufficient. Oh, they retreated. Got there first. Oh, we're gonna bring in everything. Yep, they're moving, but it's gonna take some time. Alright, did I actually give you guys... I gave you guys orders, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Why aren't you guys driving there? That would be a better idea. Alright, and the air war is still bad here. We moved every plane that I could spare. And that isn't really going to improve until we get all the airfields. Alright, do we have... Alright, we're going to have you guys just do that. Okay. Well, it looks like most of those guys retreated, which is fine by me. I need to make sure that I get that port. Though it looks like that now that they've come up against some resistance, they're either retreating or somebody got wiped out. I don't think we wiped them out. I mean, they don't have a lot of organization here, but they do have like equipment and manpower, so it's not like we're just gonna like dissolve their divisions. All right, what's going on over here? We are shooting down Orions. P-3 Orion. A maritime patrol aircraft like crazy over here. The fleet is not taking a lot of damage. We have met some American ships. Two destroyers. USS Forrest Sherman and USS the Sullivans. Oh, that's a... there's a fleet. There's a fleet. Okay. Looks like our ship's disengaged, which was probably a good call. Sunk a convoy, nothing happened, nothing happened. Lost a maritime patrol, nothing happened. Sunk some convoys, lost a bunch of planes. Lost some planes, lost planes. Nothing happening there. So we are hemorrhaging aircraft. Okay. What I think we're going to do here is I'm actually going to take their front and I'm going to extend it a little bit. And these fronts need to be adjusted. There we go. And your front definitely needs to be adjusted. In fact, just take up the whole thing and change your battle plan, both your battle plans, to just kind of push into there. Just collapse this whole flank. Alright, so we're going to retake all that. Our Marines are working. Sort of. Nothing matters unless we retake the port. There's no reason to be doing that. Alright, so I'm going to take this division and this division. At least we were able to get the airfield here. Alright, we got these two divisions. Perfect. Alright, you guys push all the way through. I mean, these guys should be fully armed and operational. I mean, they're full-on infantry divisions. I mean, sure, they have a lot of our garbage equipment, but you should be able to fight. Okay, here are attempted naval invasions. That's a big one. You should probably stay there. Those guys should probably move. Back them up. Alright, let's make sure these guys are set to... Good, they are set to repair. They are set to fall back for repairs. I've run into that problem before. where the fleet, for some odd reason, was never actually was told to never repair, which is like, no. Alright, so we are making progress here. We are pushing them back. Very good. And securing this entire continent is going to be tricky. But I think we can do it. What we're going to have to do is, because this area here is impassable, we're going to have to use our paratroopers to do an airdrop across and then wipe out Panama, secure the canal. Huh. The Guyanese have capitulated. They gave us a bunch of equipment. Well, or we captured a bunch of equipment. Yep, there we go. They have capitulated. Oh, actually, there's one thing I wanted to do. Go ahead and push those guys out. They were almost trained. That is the one thing about those divisions, is they aren't really trained all that well. So I guess that can account for things. Alright, you all get in there, and then basically just spread yourselves across and hope that the American fleet won't find you, or will only find some of you. Let's see. 2 convoys. 9 enemy divisions have landed. We'll deal with that eventually. Ah, I have free civilian factories. Well, how about that? What do we want to do? I think what I want to do is I want more naval dockyards. Because I want to start cranking out ships. Once we get the best possible ships in each class, is just start rolling them infinitely and building them as fast as possible. So we're going to need naval dockyards to do that. So let's just go ahead and say build as many naval dockyards as we possibly can. Wait a minute, those are naval bases. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ha! Wrong. I was wondering, I was like, what? How are we building so many of these? That's because we're trying to build naval bases, not dockyards. Remove all those. Okay, there we go. I mean, building some naval bases probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but we want dockyards. There we go. It's still going to be a lot. Yeah, get all those built. Unfortunately, the Marines are still busy with this pocket down here. Those guys don't have a port, and therefore it's going to be difficult for them to do much. Let's just see if we can maintain this. Because we cannot allow them to take a port. We've lost one division. Alright, Marines, come on. What you doing? Everybody just attack. There's no need to worry about fronts or maintaining balance or anything like that. Just converge on the enemy. Alright, there we go. So right now... we're building one of these... So we just finish... destroyers, right? Let's get some frigates. And let's get a lot of those. Oh. I don't even know how many of those I had queued. Why is that doing that? Let's just crank out a bunch of those frigates. We have 2025 destroyers, 2025 battle cruisers, and we're going to have 2035 cruisers, 2025 frigates. Okay. Okay. We are actually making headway here. Yep. Keep hitting them. Keep on hitting them. Man, these guys move slow. But it appears that most of the enemy has retreated. Which is fine by me. And then we'll get you up here and start dealing with this stuff right here. We have 500 air experience. We have 500 army experience. Do we have new planes coming out anytime soon? Some new maritime patrol aircraft, which are basically drones. I don't think that those can actually be improved. I'll have to check. Air superiority. 391 days. Multi-role. Alright, so that's about to be finally reabsorbed. There we go. And that's rather irritating. They made another landing. Everybody strategic redeploy. If I bring this entire army down here, those 4 divisions don't stand a chance. Alright, we lost 4 of our fighters, but we sunk the USS Greenville. I'll take it. What's the condition of the fleet? Again, it's not exactly well balanced, but not worried about it right now. I should have reserves of carrier fighters. Or no, I don't. We burned through our entire reserve of carrier fighters? These guys. Okay, we're going to need to make more of them. A lot more of them. Alright. New maritime patrol planes. Let's go ahead and get those constructing. And we are going to need... Do we want to work on strategic bombers? We're already working on the MLRSs. We're already working on these. We haven't done anything with corvettes, but I'm not worried about it right now. Still working on that. Working on those. Helicopters are done. Unmanned area vehicles. Naval targeting. They can close air support, they can strategic bomb, they can naval strike. Not bad. And what would be the difference between, say, these guys? They're very fast to research, relatively. Production cost, 81.57, as opposed to, say, a close air support. Yeah, they're cheaper. Let's go ahead and start researching those. The UAVs. Because they could help supplement our... We sunk 10 convoys. Alright, how are we doing with guys on naval strike? We're still at 56 planes. Convoy, nothing, nothing. Just lost some planes. Lost planes, lost planes, lost planes. We sunk a corvette. We shot down 39 carrier fighters. F-4J Phantom 2s. Lost 40 of them. Lost 31 of them. So they tried to move a carrier group through there, and we just decimated the air groups of those carriers. Can you get in there and back that guy up? Can you get in there and back that guy up? Another landing. Alright, you guys turn around and head down there. Okay, so they broke off that invasion. Good. Alright, drive those guys out. Yep, there they go. Okay, we got another naval battle. We lost some more carrier fighters, and we sunk the USS Topeka. Problem is we're losing those naval fighters. How do we lose? Just a question. I don't know actually what we were fighting. I probably should have looked. But we're fighting subs. How are we losing planes? Shot down more planes, shot down more planes, shot down even more planes. There is a carrier group out here. USS Nimitz, USS Ronald Reagan, USS Abraham Lincoln, USS Dwight D. Eisenhower, USS Harry S. Truman. 6 carriers. Yep, and we are blowing away their air groups. Actually, probably with that, we just want to leave you there. Make sure you're guarding your port. See if those guys can do their job. Alright, got ourselves a little pocket there, but that's going to cause all kinds of trouble with our front lines. Now, hopefully we're overrunning military factories. That's what I hope. So we can get more of our carrier fighters, because 352 days to replace 44 planes is kind of ridiculous. Alright, you guys need to step back up on a front. And attack. You guys probably need to have your orders reworked. Okay. Yeah, I could try to send my fleet up here, but probably good. All right. We have an engagement. ATGMs. Is the USS Nimitz. All right, let's grab those loitering munitions. And swap those out. All right, we're at the end of the episode. Four ships, U.S. Navy Group 10. We will see what we can do. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.